Hi, this is Roland from PMI JCM Realty Group, where we manage properties from an asset management perspective. Today, what I want to talk to you about are 5 rental property investment secrets that will blow your mind. Now, some of these tips that I'm going to be talking about today probably aren't new to most property management companies, but within this article, you will find tips that you can use, and some of them may surprise you. And so that's why we named it what we did. There isn't any magic wand for rental property investment success, but there are a few investment secrets that just might blow your mind. And so rental property investment is not a get rich quick scheme. Um, Rental property investment is a marathon, not a sprint. And despite the fact that it takes some time to build a portfolio and get all the systems and processes in place, there are some things that you can do to streamline your activities to get a better return on your investment. And so the first thing I'm going to talk about are financing options. Right now, you may not use all of these, but there are better ways than going to a bank to get, you know, a loan for properties. Most of the time, the banks want properties to be in moving condition. And a lot of times, if you're going to get a good deal, the property is typically not in its best condition. So they won't give you the loan. And so these financial options are going to help you acquire property. And then you can do things like season it for 6 months, 6 months to a year. And after that, you can do a term rate refi, which is then a lot easier for you to get a loan from the bank after you've already owned the property, right? So first thing you can do is loan funds with private investors. You have to build a network and know people to do that. And you should always be out there networking, connecting in RIAs and things like that, so you can have a network of investors that you can try to pool funds with to purchase a property. You can always try seller financing, and that's when you go to the seller and you ask them if they can hold a note. Sometimes that works like a wraparound mortgage. Some mortgage companies or some banks, if they realize you're doing a wraparound mortgage, there's a due on sale clause, they can make the loan due immediately, but most of the time they don't find out. And as long as they get in their mortgage, they really don't care. Then you have the hard money loans. These are short-term loans, typically have higher rates, but they help you acquire properties, right? And they're very good for seasoned investors that want to buy properties quick and turn them around. Then you have lines of credit against other properties. So you have a large portfolio. If you have a portfolio at all, you can leverage money from that portfolio to purchase other properties. And I just learned of a program this past week that we're going to be doing within our company, where we would be able to fund you a year's worth of rent. It's just more ways that we manage properties from an asset management perspective and provide value to our owners. But that's something worth looking into as well. Crowdfunding, of course, is, they have plenty of applications or websites you can go to that can assist with crowdfunding. Syndication is another form of crowdfunding that's more structured. So you may want to look into that. And, friends and family funding, right? That's always the first step that people go to getting funding for investments. It's not always the quickest step, but it's something that people can tap into if necessary. So that's the first. The second is syndication, right? And so whenever you're advertising a property, it's a pain in the neck to have to put the listing in multiple different locations, right? If you can, write the listing once and then have it propagate or syndicated to other platforms, that make things a lot easier for you, right? So always look to work with systems that enable you to syndicate. Some systems cost money for you to do that, others don't. But make sure that you're leveraging syndication, because syndication will help you streamline your process and get you a better will help you get a better return on your investment, because it'll take less time for you to do everything you needed to do. Now, the third is unit magic. Having to manage a property or buying a property, a multiple unit property, it gives you, one, it gives you one mortgage, right? But you got multiple incomes coming in from different properties. So if you lose one tenant, it doesn't necessarily impact you, right? And it also streamlines it also streamlines your maintenance, right? It's all in one location. Having everything all in one location definitely does help. So don't hesitate to look into duplexes, complexes, apartment buildings, because those are a great way for you to streamline the things that you do from a management perspective. It can definitely help you um, get a better return on your investment. The fourth is, understand that realtors can be your best friend. Most realtors don't like, property management. They like the transactional sales aspects of things, which is great because, you can then work with a property manager, or if you're a property manager, or if you're an investor, you can work with those real estate agents to acquire properties and get those properties rented and get a better return on your investment that way, right? You can get tenant referrals, but you can also get owner referrals from property investors. So don't hesitate to leverage real estate so don't hesitate to leverage real estate investors to build your portfolio. Next, understand that property management, a property management company can be a great investment, right? And so, the reality is you don't have to do all yourself. Most property owners, they like doing themselves because they want to save the 10 to 20%. But if you buy the property right, because you're making money when you buy, you can definitely outsource the property management aspects and get a better return on your investment because you don't have to do everything yourself. So you have time to do other things within your business, like find more properties to grow. Demystify the rental property investment journey and tap into some actual best practices and industry secrets from a veteran. Let PMI JCM Realty Group be your guide when you're ready to take your portfolio success to the next level. We're always sharing the very latest in rental investment best practices. We're going to have a free webinar coming up soon. The webinar is regarding how to streamline your rental property portfolio for maximum growth. Not only will we talk about this topic, but we're also going to talk about how to guarantee the rent even if the tenant doesn't pay, and how to handle evictions at a very low cost. So you don't want to miss that conversation because it's something that's going to really help you grow your property management portfolio. Then we also have a real investment group or Facebook group that we want you to join. You meet with other real estate investors that can help you with some pressing questions that you may have. And if you have any questions that you want to have for me specifically, just put a meeting on my calendar. I'd be more than happy to connect with you. You can also call me at 813-333-9617, and you can email me at rcharles@pmijcmrealty.com. Thank you.